The anti-regime movement in Iran continues to escalate as the freedom fighters have managed to hack Iran's state television. My thoughts and prayers are with Jeremy Corbyn in his dark times, that his friends in Iran are not doing too well. The protesters are continuing to escalate the situation around the country, and considering Jeremy Corbyn was paid by Iran's state TV for a while, he's probably not too happy that Iranians have managed, so their version of Anonymous basically managed to hack one of the top kind of news programs. I think it was around 9 p.m. the flagship news programs on Iran's state TV, while they were showing the pictures of the Ayatollah, the supreme leader. Watch this.
کسی از دوستان ما که وارد در این موضوعات میگه اگر این نادر مهدوی
بینندگان عزیز دعوت میکنم به ادامه خبرها توجه.
You see the face of the presenter, it's like, what now? Well, it's like that movie V for Vendetta. It's just like, are we losing control now? Do I have to leave? Are they coming into the studio? What's going on? And you feel the fear in his face and the panic, because this is like the flagship news program, and I can imagine it's one of those programs that the actual supreme leader would be sitting in his living room watching it, because he needs to be up to date. He needs to actually know if the news channels are telling the world what he told them to tell them. So he needs to monitor if they're doing their job properly. And he's panicking. He's like, well, we're losing control of the cities. And I'm going to show you this, because they're completely losing control of a number of large cities and towns. Protesters are completely taken over, and the number of security forces and police officers have defected to the revolution. This is what we're dealing with.
مردم اینجا
The whole situation is basically like a battlefield at this point, and this is one of the cities. A number of places like Sanandaj and south of Tehran have been taken over by the Iranian freedom fighters, and that's what just basically just walking around, taking selfies at this point, because everybody ran away. The police forces, security forces have run away, and on this channel we'll keep you guys posted, because the mainstream media continue to not really cover what's going on in Iran properly, considering that what happens in Iran will have a direct, or at least semi-direct impact on us, what's going on in this country. It's not just some random country, some random stuff happening. It's actually relevant to us. Doesn't mean that we have to get involved. Absolutely not. Do not intervene. Bad idea. But we have to be up to date, because it does matter. What happens there will affect the Middle East and will affect the world, and will affect the globalism and the globalization agenda, because these people do not like it. They are fighting back against that consensus. So we'll see if the Iranian freedom fighters could defeat the evil that is the Islamic regime and the Republic. We're going to come back in half an hour. We're going to tell you about Sky News. Speaking of the mainstream media, Sky News are continuing to spread their propaganda, their WF green crap propaganda onto the Conservative government.